Hi everyone, this is Vicki, and this is my second Saturday morning makes with Jill Norwood. Thanks, Jill. I got inspired from these paper clips this week. I saw a video on YouTube whose name is The Paper Outpost with Pam, and she was making altered paper clips, and I'm showing you a few of them here. She has paper, she did paper ones, and that's great, and I did do one paper one, but mostly I did fabrics, shabby chic, the way that I like it, and so then I did make a few. And so I was thinking, she showed hanging things, you can put charms and chains and all kinds of stuff. And so I thought this would be great, hanging something on your Christmas tree with these, your shabby chic tree. So that's why I made these, and then I decided what would I be putting on the tree. What am I going to make to hang from these? So I came up with, I have this little notebook here that I have do my sketches and ideas, and so here is my idea. I sketched an angel. I'm thinking of angels, and so I sketched my little angel, and I have this little song in my head, and so, or this hymn, and then I decided to make Prim angels ornaments, and hanging from the inspiration of the paper clip by the Paper Outpost. And so I decided that's what I was going to do. When I'm looking at my sketch, I thought, gee, that looks awfully lot like these things that I had sitting in my desk in the past, where I put these little dolls, made little primitive faces, and then just wrapped these things with my lace to use on my projects as they, came up. So I had these in my little milk glass basket, and or sometimes a cup, whatever. And so then I decided that's what I was going to do, because that's what I wrote down. They look like wooden clothespins. So let me just show you the wooden clothespins that I have in my stash. I had two bags of these wooden clothespins. Some were vintage, and then the other ones were just, new ones from Michael's, I guess. And those are what I have left. But close up, this is what it looks like. And so anyway, this is what I used. And in fact, there was one that still has I just noticed, still has a little drawing. A little drawing I did. Isn't that funny? So, with an ink pen. So, those are the ones I used. You can probably still find those at Michael's or at Joann's or Hobby Lobby. Or you might find them in your stash. So, use your stash. So anyway, that's where the idea came from. I did make a paper one that's usable. The other ones were wrapped. But this is a one that I made out of a book page that's usable. So you just leave this out, the middle part out of your wrapping, and you get that to put it in your planner, put it in your, if you want to mark your page that you want to get back to, just stick it up. Anyway, so that's where the idea came from. That's where my inspiration came from. So let's get to the projects. Little Prim angels that I made. So this was the very first one that I did. And so you can see I used my fabrics that I got from friends. I don't know if this is from Maryland or from Marilyn G, or from Susan Laverty, or one of my other shabby chic friends. Anyway, this is the clothespin that I used with that fabric. A little twine, gold twine. And you can see I use these wings in this one. This is the very first one. So I really wanted to use feathers, but I didn't have any. Or I have them, I don't know where they are. So let me show you the wings. This is, here. What am I doing? Here you go. I used Alterations Sizzix by Tim Holtz, of course. And there's the number. Okay, this is really kind of an old die, big die, but I had it in my stash and I never used it. And this is what it looks like. You get 3 sets of wings, and I use the medium and the small on this one. I use paper from Michaels that is shiny on one side. Oh, can't see it. Is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, you can see it's a little bit shiny. So you just cut use 2 papers, and then you can piece them together so you have front and back sides. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's going out of focus all the time. And so you can see the back. I did put one of those little buttons in there. That's vintage. I leave the little threads on all the vintage buttons that have threads on them and put them in all together. I bring them out and use whatever I decide that goes with the project. And then I pasted the long piece on the back. I used Fabri-Tac glue, and I think that's it. I distressed the edges of the fabric and also of the wings. Okay, the little face. Yes, the little face. I used the Peachy Keen faces that I recently got from Peachy Keen, Jill's favorite stamp set, and I used this one, I believe. Is it that one? Let's see. Yeah, this one right here, second to the smallest one for her. I think she's singing. And that is the first one. All right. And then the second one is kind of funny because I used one of the old ones that I had, like the ones I showed you with the lace on it. Okay, so this one is painted pink so I don't know why. So I thought I'd just use it. And then I put this petal fabric on her, wrapped it around, and just use it. It's okay if it's shabby because this is shabby chic. And I use these. I have a collection of these little fabric flowers. If you want to know where I got them, I'll leave the link below. I can't remember the first name, but it's something Anderson. And then this is some, what do you call those? I can't remember. It's the bias tape kind of, I'll think of it later, ribbon. And you can see the ribbon. Oh, it goes around, okay. So it makes a nice little shoulder piece. And then these wings I made from wire. And I don't happen to have the gauge because it's just in my stash like this. And it's pretty pliable, but it's not hard to form the wings from them, but it's, you know, it's harder. And so I glued fabric over it and cut the edges, around the edges on this one. So it looks like this on the back. I still need to put some stuff on there, and seam binding, that's what it's called. And so also I just stopped there for her back because I wanted to see this little lace here. If you think of things ahead of time, you could put this on first, glue it down, and then layer your other pieces, your clothing pieces, and then your ribbons and things, so they come out on the top. Anyway, since this is only the second one I made, I learned along the way. So this is what she looks like. Isn't she so cute? And the leaf for the ribbon comes out like that, and it kind of makes it like a real cute little, you know, face. This face is the second to the smallest. And she looks like this one here. So cute. I love those little faces. And that was the second one. Okay, the third one, I only made 4, guys. But this one here, this is another one of those faces that was already made. Looks like I used some little ink and just made a creepy looking mouth. Sorry about that, but I wanted to use what I had. So, and I'd already sketched these little, you know, hairdo on there. And then I painted it because it looked like I was balding here. I say I because it looks like my hairdo from when I was a child. You know, those bowl cuts. Anyway, this is a little flower that I made into a little hat covering. And the dress is bed sheets that I gathered. You could see the gathering there, and some ribbon, and then some lace. And we don't need to look underneath, but let's see, and I put some jingle bells on the end to dangle on the end. And you can put like charms and all kinds of things and little tags. And by the way, I didn't put tags on here. I'll make tags next week. And then this is another different kind of wing. I use the same wire, and I covered it with bed sheets and some washi tape. And then this is netting that I got from Hobby Lobby, I think, and it's tulle, has little hearts on it. It's so cute. I'm not sure if I got it there or not, but you know, it's in my stash, so all my stuff is old. And then these are little flowers, forget-me-not flowers, like this, that I cut apart, cut the ends off, and just put them on like that. So, and this one I did get down before the wings came on the outside, so it's down tucked in. So I think that's so cute. And the inspirational outpost, paper outpost paper clip that I just wrapped with wire, and then you can just put your hanging thing and hang it on the tree. So cute. So that's the third one I made. And the last one is this one, which is my fairy angel. Fairy angel. So, isn't that so cute? She has some dangles, little rhinestones and beads and things like that. And then this is her dress. She has a flower. I found this piece of flower in my remnant stash bag, and I took a flower apart to make something. I guess that was just sitting in the bag. I took that out. I used a piece of my remnant lace, which is really pretty. It's very delicate. You can see that little lace. And then I just, you know, the wire from this, after I cut off the top, you can see the top little flower on her head. I cut that off, and the little wire was sitting on the table, and so I took the little wire and made a little, wrapped it around her from here. You can see her. And these are her little arms that are holding this little bouquet. And the little bouquet was also in my stash. It's just a little piece of remnant that I took apart, a flower, and then I just stuck that on there, glued on. The wings, oh, here's the little clip also. It's just Shabby Chic clip. The wings are from this, and I have the name on there and the gauge on everything on there. It's very thin and very pliable, very dainty wire that just forms very easily. And so I just formed a little two loops and made her little wings. I didn't cover them because they're so dainty and so perfect just the way they are. And in the back is it's knotted up, you can see, very loosely, and then I glued it with Fabri-Tac. So I used Fabri-Tac when fabric and this Mostly fabric hack because it's all pretty much fabric that onto wood. So, and then this is a little sequin flower that I have in my stash, little pearl in the center, and so that's the back. So cute. And you can see a little tiny bit of velvet kind of ribbon. And so that's what she looks like. I think on her face I used paint and dabbed a little barbecue, little skewers and then in it, and just dotted here and there, and her mouth, and then just with a ink, a very fine ink pen, just suggestions of eyelashes and a nose and a part of her eyes, and then with a white ink pen, just a couple dots for her eyes. So that's how I made her, and she was fun to make because it's different than the others. And I'm sure there are more ideas coming. I just thought of one this morning. So I will be making some more of these, ornaments. I think that's going to be the ornament of this year. Little, little clothespin fairies or dolls or angels. And then I'll be giving for my friends. Anyway, I think that is all I have to share with you. And remember, little things can come from, little ideas can spark inspiration for you to make things your way and your ideas. So I will talk to you really soon. Thank you, Jill Norwood, for this opportunity of sharing on your Saturday morning makes. I really enjoyed this. And you guys all have a really, really fun weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.